everyone. So when we got our Razor, we went with the premium model because we really wanted the power steering, and they didn't have any ultimate models available. And we've been going back and forth about having the ride command put in, but the price is kind of high, and we decided not to do that because a lot of the features we really don't need. So what we decided to do is buy a tablet holder for the Razor and buy a tablet. So we got all these boxes from Amazon, and we're gonna do an unboxing of what we got. And then later on in the week, we'll do an install. So honestly, I ordered some other stuff, and I'm not really too sure what's in these boxes. So we will see. Okay, so this one is our Samsung Galaxy Tab, and we ended up going with the A7 Lite, which was one that a lot of people recommended. It's supposed to have a GPS with it, and I think we can use the maps without using Wi-Fi, so we'll see how that goes. And we also ended up getting this power inverter because one of the videos we were watching, the guy said that you needed to plug this directly into the outlet. So we'll see about that. I mean, I figured we could always use a power inverter, right? So our next box. Yes, I'm dangerous with scissors. So our next box is screen protectors for the tablet. Oops. Screen protectors for the tablet. And then we got a case. So I was hoping it would match the Polaris blue because, you know, it has to match. And I'm hoping it's not too thick for the tablet holder. And this is the tablet holder. And we were gonna go with a Kemimoto, and everything, which is what other people had gotten, but for our particular model of Razor, it said that it didn't fit, but other people said it did fit. And because I've been returning a lot of stuff to Amazon lately, I figured I would go with the one that said it did fit. So I'm hoping it wasn't a mistake, because I don't know if anybody's bought this, but we'll see.
Well, we saw one review on the Polaris Razor owners group. A guy said that he had this one.
Right, and he really liked it, but he couldn't open his windshield. So anyhow, this is the holder. I don't like the dorky sticker, but that's okay. I could live with that. And so anyhow, you take out the glove box, and supposedly this just pops right in there and then holds your tablet. So
But now that one also opens as a glove box behind
it,
the holder.
right. So there's the glove box.
And it's still a fairly large glove box.
Right, and we really didn't use the glove box. I mean, there's so many other places to put things.
Yeah, I think the only thing we've used it for so far is to put the controller for the plow in it.
Right. No, did we put it in the glove box?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, right now it's just sitting on top of the dashboard, but
Okay.
yeah.
So this unscrews, I think, and then this goes up, I think. I don't know. If I don't like it, Amazon's just going to have to deal with another return, and, you know, oh, there we go. So that goes on there, and hopefully this isn't going to be too thick. It might be, so we might be returning the case. I don't know. Case may be going back. Tablet may be staying, case may be going back. But anyhow, so our plan is, if the weather is good on Saturday, that we'll take our beloved Razor out and install this. And hopefully this is going to work for us. And, you know.
We'll see you in a second.
Yeah, and it'll be a good option for us. But anyhow, we will see you back on Saturday.
Installing this Goldfire box into where an existing cubby is on our Razor Premium Trail 900. This is supposed to fit right in, and the advantage of this, as Lisa had mentioned during the unboxing, is that a tablet will fit here. So, welcome to my garage. Here's our Polaris Trail 900. Let's get started. It's supposed to be really easy. Basically, all you gotta do, this is the cubby here that we'll be taking out. It's held in by 2 pins, 1 in each corner here, and then 2 upper tabs. So apparently all we do is we pull up on these tabs. 1, 2.
You know, saying apparently it's going to be easy is usually your first mistake.
And out it comes. So far it's lived up to the hype. It was literally that easy to remove. I'm just going to pop these back into place so I know where they are, because I don't want to lose them.
Here, just put it on the floor right here.
I'm good.
Okay.
So this, I probably left the hardware in the box. So let me go get the box. There's 2 little white tabs that are going to go into these white squares. It comes with this little packet of goodies that I'm sure I'm going to lose a piece or 2. And it comes with this stripping, but in all the information we looked at, it never actually said where that stripping goes. So we'll have to figure that out. So as mentioned, these white tabs, they just pop right in here. 1. I just hope my plastic doesn't break. It's only the mid-30s here in New England. And last thing I want is for my plastics to break, because everything is cold and brittle. Now this should, according to the manufacturer, now just sit like that. So, you know, I'm not really seeing a need for that. I'm going to keep the weather stripping for later, because the fit actually seems pretty decent. So I'm going to finish the install, and then we'll take it out for a trail ride. And if I do start getting rattle at that time, then I will put this in. You know, we're not deep water people, so I'm not too worried about water. You know, we have the full windshield, so I'm going to finish the install, and then we'll try applying the tablet that we bought. So it's just 2 screws in the 2 bottom corners. 1. 2. And then, where'd that other little tabby go?
Uh-oh.
Told you I would lose one.
Famous last words.
I'll pause it for a second. Okay, it was stuck in my pocket. So these should just, might be easier to see from up here. Pop right in.
Did they pop in?
Looks like it. Feels like it.
Do they have to be screwed?
No, they just pop in. You just got to line up the grooves, though. See,
Okay.
there's little, if you look at these closely, they're kind of oblong shaped. They got little grooves, so you just got to kind of line it up. This one from my angle is going to be a little tougher.
If we have to take those out, are we going to have to get new, you know, to put the tape
No,
in?
you shouldn't have to. But there you go. I mean, that is about as easy of an install as you could possibly get. I'm just going to put on my specs and make sure that these front screws are tight. You know, I want to go gentle. The last thing I want to do is strip it, but they feel pretty decent. So this is it. I mean, the push, there's your cubby. You still have the cubby. You never lost the cubby. It looks like it is part of the actual dash. You know, it kind of makes me wonder why Polaris doesn't offer an option such as this. Now, we were a little bit concerned when we bought this Goldfire, because we saw somewhere that it said it would not fit on 2022.
No, that was the Chemi motor.
Oh, that was the Chemi motor?
Yeah, that's why I bought the Goldfire, because the
But there were no reviews on this. That's what
there were
we
no
saw.
reviews.
That's what it was. But I mean, so far, I mean, this thing is slick. And I gotta say that so far I'm impressed.
You know, it's a hunk of plastic.
Look at that.
And this has a screw on it that you can tighten, but to get it on and off, the tablet on and off easy, I'm thinking we won't tighten that any more than it already is. Because it seems like it's pretty tight in there.
I mean, that looks pretty good.
You know, barring a rollover.
I mean, look at that, you know.
I just don't really see it.
I mean, we could nudge that up. But, you know, so while doing our research for the proper adaptation that we wanted to do to our Polaris, and was the hunt for the proper tablet. Now Lisa was in charge of that part, and so she had quite an ordeal, because, you know, people talk about doing this, but they never talked about which one they bought. So Lisa, which one did we end up going with?
We ended up with the Samsung Galaxy A7 Lite.
Okay.
And we looked at the 10, but I didn't think the 10 would fit.
It was going to be too wide, we thought.
But I'm kind of looking at it now. I think the 10 would have fit okay.
It would, but you know what? I like that it's within the framework of the dashboard design. Like it looks like it's meant to be, you know. I think this looks sharp, and, you know, I mean, my eyes aren't as young as they used to be, but I could clearly see this screen. You know, this looks fine to me.
Yeah, and our plan is to use the hotspots on our phone to connect to Wi-Fi. That might not work, but we also, I'm thinking about getting backcountry, and I think you can download apps, and we also have off-road, which you can download maps. So it's still, we're still in the learning phases, but I think it's going to work for us. You know, if we find that this is too small, we could get the 10 and
wonder what country they have us in,
and go from there. But I'm thinking the 10 would have been like up here, and I'm thinking it would have maybe blocked some of the view from the windshield.
Now we did take some advice from one YouTuber that we were watching as we were doing our research, and what he did is he plugged his tablet into his 12 volt, but before it went straight into the 12 volt, he put a voltage inverter on there. So it went from 12 to 120, and he said that way his screen stayed on the whole time. So we took his advice, and we went out and we bought the inverter when we bought, you know, everything else. And so what we could do a little bit later in the season, once we get going and we're actually using this product, is we'll give you a review on how it worked with the inverter. You know, maybe we'll try it with it's just straight 12 volt, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll keep you updated.
The other thing he said with the inverter was to to plug in the actual wall plug into the inverter, and not use, because it comes with it comes with the plug, the wall plug, and then a couple of USB plugs. And he said to just use that plug. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but we bought it. We got it on Amazon. It wasn't expensive, so, you know, it was like 25 bucks. So I figured, all right, we'll give it a try, see how it works out.
Yeah. So we decided that we'd take it for a little ride and just see if we get any rattle. Just gotta move our plow up so we don't bang it on the cement. We don't really have any trails near us. We have to trailer for everything, but you know, we could still take it for a little ride up the road.
Oh, and for the record, we live on a private road, so no one's, well,
do you want to pull that back in a little bit? There we go.
I'm not saying that no one's gonna yell at us, but
my precious grass.
Yeah. I'm not here not.
Bumps.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah, let's not today.
Chicken Little.
Oh, there's people there.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing any.
No, I'm not hearing any rattles either. I'm not seeing any movement either.
So to be honest with you, I think that this looks great. I mean, you know, I look forward to using it. You know, this year, 2023, we got a lot of trips planned. You know, we're going to head into Pennsylvania, do a lot more exploring in Pennsylvania. There's some real trails we're going to look at. There is the Hatfield McCoys, which is, you know, like one of the most famous places. You know, so stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't already, like and subscribe us, please. It won't hurt you to do.